How's it going, crew? This is Happy Days and welcome back from a big Christmas. I've been super busy and I hope you guys have been having fun too with your friends and family, playing lots of cool games and just generally eating lots of yum food and relaxing. It's been awesome, guys, but I'm happy to be back and getting back into things now. So today we're going to be looking at my personal top 5 item drops from those crazy mimics that you get in hard mode. If you're not sure, the special mimics are Corruption, Hallow, and Crimson, and when you put a normal chest down and put a key in it, you need to run like a crazy person because you're going to have a killer mimic coming after you. And Rufus is a character that is just about ready to fight these things. In expert mode, they can pretty much kill you in 3 hits. They are very scary, and they have a great couple of items in them. So let's have a look at them now. Number 5 on the list isn't a flashy item, but it's a very solid performer, and it is the Flesh Knuckles. It has an ability that makes enemies more likely to target you, which makes it quite useful for multiplayers, especially if you've got one player playing as a tank. But beyond that, it has a very high base defense at 7, and if you throw warding on top of that, it gets you an extra 4, which gives you a total of 11 defense. Fantastic for expert mode, guys, and especially earlier on when every point of defense can make a lot of difference for newer characters to hard mode. Coming in at number 4 on the list is an item that is very useful if you're a melee character, and it is the Chain Guillotines. Now, the initial base damage is around 40 or 41, which is not too impressive for hard mode, but bear in mind that most characters will be wearing some sort of melee boosting armor and accessories. The cool thing I like about these guys is that they're auto swing and they're rapid fire, which means even though when you first get to hard mode the enemies are quite tough, the ability of the Chain Guillotines to keep mobs at distance really makes up for any reduction in power that they have. I've actually used these myself just in personal worlds, and they're really useful, and they're kind of fun to use because of their rapid fire too, and that's why they come in at number 4 on my list. Number 3 on my list is an item that may not seem too overly strong when you first look at it, but it's actually really good on mage characters, and I'll explain why. The item is the Putrid Scent, which gives you a little increase to damage and critical strike. Now, I like to put Lucky on it as well to get it to about 10% bonus crit. Now, the reason why that is really useful is if you look at mage weapons, they tend to have a low critical chance, and that's because mages are a bit squishy and they need to work on their defense for their modifiers. So using something like the Putrid Scent is a really cool way to get about a 10% increase. Yes, I know it's 9, but work with me here. It's a really easy way to get those extra crits on your weapons. Great for invasions, great for bosses. Coming in at number 2 on my list is a Crimson Mimic melee weapon that deals amazing damage at high speeds, and it's called the Fetid Bagnax. And the amazing thing about this weapon is it does a sort of piercing attack that can hit multiple segments at once. It's really useful for enemies like the Destroyer, and also bosses like Plantera and Golem that are not as quickly moving, where if you can position yourself in a good area, you can score multiple hits against it. So as you can see, as we fly near it, and I'll just use Fishron to demonstrate, you can score a ton of hits. The strategy used to be just standing in the safety box, which is before these you'd use the Phase Saber to achieve a very similar result. And you could just stand next to it and dish out massive amounts of pain. Its best modifier is Legendary, and melee characters will benefit from having all the accessories that boost your melee speed and damage. But as you can see, capable of dealing out massive amounts of damage. And I think he just despawned, it must be morning. Anyway, that's why it's number 2 on my list. Number 1 on my list is a weapon you can see in use right now, and I recently used it in our Helena the Huntress playthrough, and it is the Daedalus Stormbow. For similar reasons as the Fetid Bagnax, although this is a ranged bow that shoots arrows from the sky when you use it. Now, the cool thing about this is, unlike the Fetid Bagnax with its small range, the Daedalus Stormbow has a massive range and can also be equipped with different bows. For example, I'm using the holy arrows here to shoot additional stars while I'm using the bow. This bow can be used against the destroyer, obviously, but it also works quite well against the other mech bosses, and if you can make large enough arenas, even bosses like Plantera, Duke Fishron, Golem if you fight him outside. So it's a super useful bow, especially for hard mode, and I think the versatility of using different arrows is what makes it such a useful weapon. Top of the pick, in my opinion, out of all the Hallowed Crimson Corruption Mimic drops. And it's time for a recap of our top 5. So in number 5, we have the Flesh Knuckles for their defensive power. Number 4, the Chain Guillotines for their rapid attack and decent melee damage. In number 3, the Putrid Scent, which gives you bonus to damage and crit strike, as well as less targeting in multiplayer. In number 2, we have the Fetid Bagnax, which are amazing melee weapons and very useful for some bosses, especially in expert mode too. And number 1, the Daedalus Stormbow, with its versatility and extreme damage output, will turn you into an arrow shooting machine. How did my list compare with yours, guys? Let me know your personal top 5 in the comments. And remember, discussion is good, but be respectful of each other's choices. Remember, guys, the best lists have explanations for their choices, and if you don't feel like explaining all 5 of your choices, even just leaving a little description for your top choice, such as I like the Daedalus Stormbow because of the damage output, I like the Putrid Scent because of the damage boost. A little thing like that can help other people understand your choices just that little bit more. Okay guys, thanks as always for watching another of my top 5 videos. And a few quick announcements for you all. You might have noticed I haven't been quite as active in the comments the last 2 days or so, and that's because it's been Christmas, quite simply, and I've been spending a lot of time with my family and friends, and it's been nice. I also saw the new Star Wars movie, which I thought was pretty cool. I liked it. I thought, I won't say anything about it in case you're going to see it still, but yeah, I didn't mind it. So yeah, really, really cool. But anyway, I'm back now, back from all the family stuff, and now jumping back into the YouTube. So expecting to be more active on the comments again, and yeah, getting back into the Helena series. Quick note on the voting for the new series. We've had over 5,000 votes, which is amazing, and it's really close between 2 classes. So I'm going to leave it open for another day, and then we'll have to have a chat, because normally I just smush them together if there's 2 close ones, but it's Fisherman and Melee, like Warrior. So I don't know if those 2 playthroughs really can be smushed together. So anyway, we'll have some more voting, and then I'll have a chat to you about it. Alright, it's time for some shoutouts, as always. And our first one is from Jack Reynolds, and they've asked me to say in a squirrel voice, "Wolfus, release my king at once!" Oh, poor golden squirrel, locked in Rufus's world forever. Our next one is from Isaac Andrews, and they've asked me to say Christmas tree 5 times really fast. Oh my gosh, tongue twisters. See if you can do it, guys. It's Christmas tree 5 times fast. So, Christmas tree, Christmas tree. You can't do it. I can't do it. Thanks, Isaac. Our next one is from Thomas Nedeloff, and they've asked me to say in a Wolfgang voice, "Demon dog, attack!" Mwah! And I think it was when I was talking about the puppy in the Christmas items, and I was trying to put Shadow Flame dye on it so it looked like a demon dog. It didn't work. Our next one is from Jeremy Levier, and they've asked me to say in any voice, "Yeah, I got a present. I wonder what I'll get. It's a cookie." That would be a bit random if you opened a big box and there was just like 1 cookie sitting inside. It would be awesome though, especially if it was a giant cookie. Our last one today is from Ghost T-Force, and they've asked me to say another tongue twister, Dragon Flame 5 times fast. You can try it too if you want. Dragon Flame 5 times. Let's go. Dragon Flame, Dragon Flame. I don't know. It's like the second I start trying to do it fast, I just get tongue-tied. I don't know, maybe I should try and do it slower, who knows. Alright guys, thanks for watching as always. Click that like button if you've enjoyed having a look at the top Mimic drops in my opinion. Don't forget to leave your opinions as well in the comments, and I never mind if people disagree with me, as long as you give a reason why. So you might say, hey, I really like the, what is it, the crystal shard, that thing that shoots out the crystals, but give me a reason why. Alright, comments for today. Let me know your thoughts on the new series. Do you think Fisherman and Melee can go together? Or should we just leave the voting open for a bit longer? Or should we just make whatever's in front be the winner? Alright, and if you haven't subscribed, click the little HD icon in the bottom right corner, you won't be disappointed, and you get our latest videos straight to your sub box. Alright guys, here's the most important part, as always. You'll stay happy, and I'll see you soon. This is Happy Days, signing out. See ya! Alright, now let's find out where this lava is. Mr. Lava! Oh goodness. Okay, we've got to heal off, nice. Oh, he's about to go in his last form. Oh, what do we— No!